everyone, and welcome to part 2 of creative bead embroidery with the Bargain Bead Box. Today I'm going to be taking you through edging the piece and a possible bail with a chain, and we'll see what we do as we go. But the very first thing we're going to start with is edging, and I've thought about a bunch of different ways to edge this. They're all pretty basic. It's just been about what bead do I use. I want to do a basic edge, which I will show you when we come to, but I've been toying with all the beads. I was going to go through and pick out all the black peanut beads out of here. I thought about going through and picking out all of the more purple ones out of here. But what I decided on doing was edging in these sparkly metallic purple rondelles, because I was fearing that it was going to be too much, and then I realized I don't care. I think it is going to look beautiful, and it's something that can easily be substituted if people don't feel the same way. So, but that's what I'm going to do. To start with, I have loaded up my needle with some thread. I work in wingspan or arm spans worth of thread. You can work in whatever you are most comfortable with. I would recommend a little bit longer though if you can, just so, or about this length if you can, just so you're not changing the thread as often. Now, to start with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up one of my 2x3mm rondelles. If you don't have the metallic ones, by the way, and you didn't know maybe what to substitute for, or you just didn't want to buy the other ones, what would work perfectly are the same size ones that we got with the Bargain Bead Box, the vintage mix. I'm not sure what I've done with it at the moment, but that would also work, using the vintage mix for this. But I'm going to use these. So I'm going to start at the very tippy top, dead center, so I can get a center bead going. And I'm going to go through both the foundation and the backing, the leather back, like that. And then I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to leave myself a little working thread, nothing too drastic. We don't need anything too much, just so we can weave it in at the end. Where'd it go? Oh no! I've done that before. Right then. And then once we've done that, I want to come up through the bottom again. And that will make it sit when you don't catch your thread on the top, like that. And that's my center bead, and that's going to help me when I make the bail later. And we keep going like that to pick up your rondelle. Sort of judge how far over you need to go. So about there, through the foundation and the backing, pull through and go back at the bottom again. There we go. One more time, pick up a rondelle. Like that. Up through the bottom. And we're just going to keep doing that all the way around. And as some people might not like this, Some people might find this a bit much, but with the vintage mix it wouldn't be, I will say. With the vintage mix it would be dulled, I guess, muted because it's more pastel, but I really liked the sparkle that I was having going on with this idea. Just keep doing that all the way around and meet me back at the top. And here we are. I have gone all the way around, and I must say this is looking absolutely exquisite, if I do say so myself. It is looking very stately. I am really liking it. The next stage I want to do is start adding some little triangles of 15s, maybe, or should I leave it like that? I don't want to spoil it, see. I think I might leave it like this. So now what I'm going to do is work on the bearing necklace, and what I've decided to do is I'm going to add this to the top here, and I'm going to get a length of this beading wire, black beading wire, and I don't want anything too long. I'm going to say, I don't know why I put my measuring tape. I'd say about 10 inches would do, because I'm not doing all design for it, but I will need it on here just so I can still bead through it. So just to help me out at the minute, help me keep everything together, I'm going to loop it through like this, and just sort of use that as a stopper bead, because I'm going to need that like that, and you'll see why. So before we did this next bit, actually, I just wanted to grab the tail end and sew it in out the way. So to do that, I'm coming out the top here. I'm going to go down this one. I'm going to come out the front like that, and I'm going to come down a bunch of these 15s like that, and I'm going to grab some thread, just come behind the threads like this, and loop it, and then go through a few more and do the same thing a little bit further down. I really need to get me a thread burner. And now I'm going to rethread my longer work in half. I'm going to start work up here, and to do that I'm going to start with this guy, bring him down to the top there, and then I'm going to add 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really 6. I'm going to come through here, and I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to pull the beads through the holes. I want it all to match up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. Oh, shoot. where my needle comes out, that really winds me up. There we go. And that's a start. Let's put this back on the needle. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up, I'm going to come down this top rondelle like this. Through the rondelle. I'm going to go through these top 3 seed beads. Then I'm going to go back up through the rondelle again and that spacer and out the top. Like that. And then I'm going to grab 10 of my beads here. If I just find where I put my tub of them. There we go. Pick up 10 of those. Go through the hole here. And pick up another 10. And back in this side. If you can, go down the rondelle as well, save you a step. There's that bit. And this time we're going to go through to the back. Very carefully flip your work. Come around the back. And I'm going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to go up through this rondelle. Through the spacer. And we're going to use the same beads again, the 15 O's, 10 of those each. Through the bead. Make sure they stay towards the back. 1, 2, and down through the spacer and the rondelle. Again, make sure these are both towards the back. Like that, so you're making sure you come on either side. And then one more time I'm going to go through to the front. I'm going to keep it in line with the other threads so it looks nice and neat. Again, gently flip your work. And as we've gone through there a few times now, that's lovely and secure. And oh, excuse me, all I'm going to do is come through some of these beads down here, down this way. Down there. Down here. I'm going to tie a loop knot here. And take it through to the rest of your beads. And this one is holding the bail, so we do want this to be tied a couple more times than the other side. That's it, we have our bail attached. So now we just need to thread this wire bit. And what do I want on this bit? Well, we certainly want to tie it all in. So let's get thinking. I have 4 of these left. So I could use 2 on either side. I may as well use them up. I think it's just 4 of them left anyway. No, we have 3 for either side. There we go. 3 for either side. We have some more of these rondelles we can throw in. We can throw in some of our amethyst that we've used. Some of the faceted amethyst. Let's start with, this is staying in the middle, so let's begin with tying it all together with 2 of these. So 1, 2, and we're going to use these Toho seed beads as spacers between everything, or between these smaller whole beads anyway. So yeah, that's a start. And then let's get some of these other bits out, because we can just do a little bit of decoration and then we can do a chain. Yeah? That sounds good. So we'll do that. Have those. We'll have faceted amethyst. If I can pick one up, there you go. Faceted amethyst on each side. And these 15s. Then we have these amethyst. That's really pretty like that actually. I could just keep going like that for a while. But I just don't think there's quite enough bronze in there for it. So let's add these, one of these each. And go backwards, let's see what happens there. And now to go back the other way. Yeah. Yep, that's the one. I like that. Lovely. So let's do the same thing again. Lovely. So now what we've got to do is crimp these ends off. So now that I have this on, I've gone off and I've taken the amethyst off the end here, because the round amethyst, because this wouldn't go through twice. It wouldn't go back through the crimp, and the crimp, the wire guardian. Just going to pull those two down like that. And I'm going to come round, come through my wire guardian. Oh, and I'm going to go also through the crimp bead, through that seed bead, and through that large spacer right there. I'm just going to pull that all the way down, making sure that the wire sits in the wire guardian like that. Lovely. Hold it nice and tight. And now we want to crimp. Now the thing I discovered with my crimpers is I'm pretty sure I've got the wrong size, because they don't crimp my bead. So what I'm going to do instead, and what you can do, is I'm going to double up the strength of my wire guardian here. I'm going to give this a pinch, because you can close that up. So I'm going to do that nice and gently, just like that. And that'll help give me a bit of extra grip. Just make sure it's all pulled down, and give it a nice squeeze on the wire guardian. Change hands. There we go. That gives it just something extra to hold our wire with. Push up the crimp bead. And this one, to get this to bend, because I think my things are too big, I need to go to the first hole, and then I need to accentuate that with the middle of my pliers. So accentuate the hole, and then come in and bend. And I find that worked far better than going straight boom boom. Just boom, little divot, then that one. And I find that works much, much better. And then pull up these, and you want to trim that right close to the spacer. Sorry, that's a grab. Trim it right up close to the spacer. But you want to leave some space for your cover So like that. I have my covers somewhere. I've got some out. Oh. Covers. Do those. Put him on there. Oh, on there. On there. Lovely, like that. And then close up the crimp. I'll close up the crimp cover. And some people, to help make that even more secure, will stick a little bit of glue inside there. And every now and then I will, but I haven't this time. And there we are. Beautiful finish on that side. And you just want to come over to the other side and do the exact same thing. There we are. So I have this bit, and now what I'm going to do is measure it so I know how much chain to add. So grab me measuring tape, and this is just under 7 inches, so I want this to hang at about 18, so I need 11 inches of chain. And I might just go ahead and use our Bead Box bargain chain for ease. So if you're not trying to match it up, you can use any chain you like. So let's get 11 inches of this chain. I'm going to attach one side. Like so. And attach the other side. And then come up like that to the middle. Just pull it up to the middle. Grab the middle link. And we just open it up here and attach a clasp. And I'm going to use, again from the box, our box clasps. And then this side. And there we have our beautiful necklace. Now let me clear things out the way and zoom out so you can have a look. So here is our gorgeous completed necklace. And that is so stunning. I mean, I usually do think so when I make things, I love everything I make, and I think that's the way to be. I'm incredibly happy I decided to go with the rondelles around the edge. Let's just zoom back in. I'm incredibly happy with this entire piece, to be perfectly honest. I really love it. Gorgeous. I'm so happy. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you'll join me for more in the future. This is going to be a permanent series, creative bead embroidery with the Bargain Bead Box, or even just creative bead embroidery, but definitely with the Bargain Bead Box one, because I always do some kind of bead embroidery with the Bargain Bead Box. Last time it was this piece. This was with our March box, obviously, and I've entered this piece into the Bargain Bead Box competition. I really love this piece. Like I told you, I just love everything I make. But yes, I'm very happy with the decisions I made. I might have done a different bail. You can obviously do a different type of bail, but I'm so happy with this. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me in the future for more videos. Have a good day.